Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is the third part of the story of Prophet Youssef and Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon both of them. The people who rescued Youssef made no attempt to search and find his family to return him. This is why they hid him as a merchandise. They hurried up and went to the market and sold him cheap. Few dirhams, which was the local currency at that time. They just wanted to get rid of him and make some money, and that's it. This is how an honorable person ended up being sold as a slave in the market. So the first hardship that Youssef faced was being thrown in the well. The second hardship was being sold in the market as a slave. Who bought him? The Aziz of Egypt. This was his title. He was not a king, he was the person who runs day-to-day affairs of the country or the kingdom, equivalent to a prime minister by today's standards. And Allah knows best. He brought him home and told his wife, raise him well and let us take him as a son. They didn't have a children of their own. So this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can turn things around so quickly and so unexpectedly, from a slave to an adopted son of one of the highest ranking people in that country. Allah said, and when he, Youssef, reached an age of strength, we blessed him with knowledge and wisdom, and we taught him how to interpret dreams and visions. And this is how we reward the righteous and good doers. So an important observation here that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making a general rule. While the story is about Youssef, peace be upon him, the rule is general. Anyone who is righteous and attentive to their faith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward them with wisdom and knowledge. This is not only exclusive to Youssef. Prophet Youssef was so incredibly handsome. This is important and relevant to the story. In fact, the scholars narrated that he was given half of the beauty. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed Youssef with half of the beauty, and the other half was divided among all the other creatures. And Allah knows best. The wife of the Aziz, the woman who raised him, was so infatuated and obsessed with him and desired him for herself. One day she dressed seductively and started to approach him softly. The word used in the Quran, rawadathu, meaning approach someone softly and in a subtle manner with a hidden agenda to get them to go along with what you want. She did that to the person who is in her house. This adds a dimension to the story. He's already inside her house. It provided her with privacy and access to him. So here I ask for your patience as we need to break down the verses word for word due to the complexity of the story and the sensitivity of this topic. And then the next thing she did, she closed all the doors to the house. Not a simple closure. The word used in that verse is a word of emphasis, a full and complete closure. Why did she do that? Because she wants to engage in a shameful act, and she knows she wants to do a shameful act. And then she said, Haytalak, I prepared myself and I'm ready for you. And to keep this post at a reasonable length, I will stop here and continue next time, inshallah.